This is the Victorinox Classic knife, and it's named the Classic for a reason. This is a knife that has been around for a long time, and it's on the keychains of many people. That's the PLU, or philosophy of use, for this knife. It would be a keychain knife, and it's one of those knives that lots of people have. It's very affordable, and it's come to the level where companies will buy it and put their logo on it. For example, here's a Panasonic one. Here's a Racetrack, I think. They'll put their logo on it and sell it, or give it away even, just to get their name out. I think here's a medicine. I don't even know what medicine that is. It's just I think this one may have been free or very cheap. And here's a Honeywell. People put these out in just trying to get their name out, and they're pretty affordable. They I think they range anywhere from about $6 to $7 starting off, and go up to maybe, I don't know, $15 to $20. Maybe if they're super collectible or something, maybe more. But they're pretty affordable knives. And so for PLU, or philosophy of use, definitely putting them in the category of a keychain knife, something very small, very lightweight. These probably weigh maybe an ounce. I don't know exactly, but right around that mark. To give you some capabilities, and maybe you're somebody who lives in a big city and you have some ridiculous law that says you can't carry a folding knife or something like that. Well, maybe along the lines of like a Spyderco Delica. Well, then these are a good option. Or maybe self-defense is not a priority to you, in the sense that you don't think you need this on you for self-defense. You're purely utilitarian related, and these could maybe fill that bill for you. They're definitely affordable enough. And so they give some great utility for the price there. So pretty high value. Another PLU would be collectible. I mean, there's tons and tons of models out there. They've been put out for a long time. Lots of different companies have put their logos on it. And maybe you want to collect these. You could probably get a pretty good collection of these for, I don't know, $200. There's not a lot of things that you could really master a great, huge, impressive collection of for $200. I mean, you look at firearms, you look at, I don't know, even stamps. There's some pretty expensive stamps out there that are collectible and stuff. So, these are pretty collectible if you wanted to use them for that. I guess getting into the utilitarian, and also they come in tons of colors. If you just go to Amazon.com and search Victorinox Classic or something like that, you'll get it, and they come in, and I was seeing them in yellow and lots of different colors. They come in clear colors like this, or they come in solid colors. They come in every way you could want them. And as proof, kind of, that they've made it that far, is you start seeing knockoffs like this. This is just a knockoff version of it. You know, it's pretty inferior in its tools and construction and everything. We see knockoffs like this. Now, these are all Victorinox, and if you don't know, Victorinox bought Wenger, I think maybe in 2005, and here's a Wenger version. I don't know who came out with it first, but I would guess Victorinox. And this has the same exact tools in it this does. It's just the Wenger version. And here's another version. And if you're collecting them, you may want this version too. Now, just to get this out of the way, the tools that are in it, I'll use this purple version. You have a knife made out of Victorinox's same steel they make everything out of. A little bit softer steel, so okay edge retention, maybe similar to like a 420 HC, something like that. Still, you'll have to sharpen it every once in a while, but it has very good rust resistance on it. You have a nail file with a flathead screwdriver on there, and it looks kind of small, but it's actually very functional in many roles. So, and then you have a pair of scissors on here, which are very handy to have, and it's a great pair of scissors actually. They're pretty small and compact and light, and they look maybe a little under-equipped. You'd be amazed what these little scissors can do. And then you have your standard toothpick, which is replaceable by the way, and an excellent pair of tweezers to have on you. So for a very basic multi-tool, if you want to call it that, you could keep this on your keychain. And I think collecting them is a great idea. Utility, great idea to have on you. Very affordable. Also, if you have a kid and you want to buy them their first knife or something, you know, teach them knife safety, all that type of stuff, maybe these are the type you want. They're not locking, they're all slip joints. However, they're small enough that maybe a little smaller kid, not, you don't want to give too small of a kid a knife, but maybe a good option. I mean, it's not as dangerous as this, So here's another version. This is a version that got carried by my friend extensively. As you can tell, the scales fell off. Now, by the way, that's not a problem to worry about. It's not like scales fall off all the time, and this really got used hard. So you can't store your toothpick and tweezers in this anymore. And look at that blade. That's gnarly. I mean, he was prying at something, I think, and snapped that off. So this one's definitely retired in his collection, but he was nice enough to let me borrow it. So there's what that looks like. And as you can tell, I mean, here's the knockoff. When you buy it, it does come with a little cover like this that you can slide it into if you want to. I don't really see a function in that. I don't know, I guess if you wanted to keep it in your pocket or something. I see these as more keychain knives to keep with your keys. But, okay, if you want to. So, really it's an excellent knife to have with you. And it's very successful, and that's told by, there's companies knocking them off, trying to make cheaper versions. Lots of people recognize this knife, I think, probably. And it's been around for a lot of years. And then now the Victorinox recognizes that. They've come out with versions like this that I have reviewed, the Rambler. Basically, it's the same exact knife, they just put in stuff like that, like a cap lifter. It makes it a little bit thicker. They can charge about twice as much, and they're making money again. And they make lots of other versions too. So even if this isn't exactly the tool set you want, but it's very similar, there's other Victorinox options out there. However, this is probably the only one that they really put all these labels and logos and everything on. So I want to give you guys a look at this. I think it's a very quintessential classic knife that I was kind of disappointed I didn't have a review out on yet. So you really can't go wrong with these. And they're affordable enough. You know what? Go out and buy one for $7 and take a look at it and see if you like it. It's not a bad thing to get stuck with at all. So, I'll see you guys. You may get one free even. So, bye.